Imagine a technology so small that millions of them could fit across a single human hair. You cannot see it, you cannot touch it, but it may already be inside things you use every day. Your sunscreen, your smartphone, your clothes, and even the medicine you take. This invisible world is called nanotechnology. And now today we are going to explore how these tiny particles are quietly changing our everyday lives. What is nanotechnology? First, let's answer a simple question. What does the word nano mean? A nanometer is 1/1000th of a meter. That is extremely small. To help you imagine the scale, a human hair is about 80,000 nanometer wide. A red blood cell is about 7,000 nanometers. DNA is about 2 nanometers. And nanotechnology studies materials that are between 1 and 10 nanometers. At this tiny scale, materials start behaving in a very unusual way. And this is where the science becomes really interesting. When materials become very small, when materials become extremely small, their properties can change. For example, gold is normally yellow, but when scientists create gold nanoparticle, the color could become red or purple. That's amazing. This happens because light interacts differently with very tiny particles. Scientists use these unusual behaviors to design new technology. This is why nanotechnology is sometimes called the science of the very small with very big impact. Nanotechnology is everyday life. Here is something surprising for you. Many people think nanotechnology is futuristic, but in reality, it is already used in many everyday products. Let's look at some examples. Sunscreen. One common example is sunscreen. Modern sunscreens often contain nanoparticles of zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. And why? Because these tiny particles block harmful ultraviolet light from the sun. But because they are extremely small, the sunscreen looks transparent on your skin. Older sunscreens used to leave a white layer on the skin, but nanoparticles solve this problem. So every time you apply sunscreen, you might already be using nanotechnology. Another example is smartphone and electronics. Your smartphone is another place where nanotechnology plays a huge role. Inside your phone are billions of tiny electronics components called transistors. Modern processors use transistors that are only a few nanometers in size. For example, some advanced chips use 3 nanometer technology. That's amazing. This allows devices to become 1. Smaller, 2. Faster, and more energy efficient. Without nanotechnology, modern electronics like smartphone and laptop would not exist. Nanotechnology in clothing. Another example. Nanotechnology is also used in some clothing. Certain fabrics use nano coatings. These coatings create surfaces where water cannot easily stick. This makes fabrics water resistant and stain resistant. You might have seen jackets where water simply rolls off the surface. That effect is inspired by nature. Some plants have microscopic structure on their level that repel water. Scientists nowadays use nanotechnology to recreate this effect in fabric. So even your clothes may contain nanotechnology. Nanotechnology in medicine. This is my favorite one. One of the most exciting areas of nanotechnology is medicine. Scientists are developing nanoparticles that can carry drugs directly to disease. Imagine medicine that travels through the body and deliver treatment exactly where it is needed. That's amazing. This could reduce side effects and improve treatment. So nanotechnology is being studied for the first one, cancer therapy, drug delivery, medical imaging, and early disease detection. And also I have to say that some researchers are also working on nanosensors that can monitor health inside the body, nanotechnology, and clean water. Nanotechnology is also helping solve environmental problems. For example, nanomaterials are used in advanced water filters. These filters can remove extremely tiny contaminants from water, and this can help produce cleaner drinking water. Nanotechnology is also being explored for pollution cleanup, energy storage, and wearable device. The future of nanotechnology, the future possibilities of nanotechnology are even more exciting. Scientists are researching ideas like materials that repair themselves, ultra efficient batteries, and nano sensors that constantly monitor health. Some scientists are even studying nanorobots. That is one of the things that I'm really interested in. These would be extremely tiny machines that could one day work inside the human body. They might help doctors treat diseases with incredible precision. It sounds like science fiction. But many researchers are already exploring these ideas today. Nanotechnology reminds us of something fascinating. Sometimes the smallest thing can create the biggest changes. From sunscreen to smartphone, medicine, the invisible world of nanotechnology is already shaping our daily life. And as scientists continue exploring this tiny universe, we may discover technology that can completely transform the way we live. So the next time you use your phone, put on sunscreen on your skin or wear a water resistant jacket, remember that an invisible world may be working behind it. A world so small we cannot see, but powerful enough to change the future. I want to ask you a question. What surprised you most about nanotech? Please let me know in the comment. And if you enjoy learning about science and technology, please do not forget to subscribe for more videos.